Hello, Cancerians. Welcome to your Aries New Moon reading. So, this is your call to adventure reading. I was meditating on the energy while I was running. I have my Aries is in Mars, so I do meditate while I run. But I was meditating on that and it felt really, really good. And it felt like there were messages that wanted to come through for that particular frame of spread. So, this is your Aries New Moon reading. So let's get started. So I would like to invite the angels, my guardian angels, my spirit guides, protectors, teachers, and their healing energy to this space. And I ask that it is a safe space that allows for the fullest expression of our light, humanity, ascension, and healing. Thank you so much, Spirit. So I'm going to pull from the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann. To get a feel for what's happening for you this wonderful new moon, my Cancerians. Okay, wow. Together? Okay. I feel like you're in an energy of missing out right off the bat. There's an energy of missing out. And I think that your call to adventure is one of rest, perhaps. Rest. Yeah, rest and recuperation. Can I just get one more? This is a lot of Six of Swords. Goodness. Seven of Pentacles. Wheel. Okay. That was a lot of heavy energy, Cancer. I feel like you've been going through it. You've definitely been going through it. I think that this new moon for you is about kind of a fresh start that you didn't know that you needed. The fresh start that you didn't know that you needed. And I think that it's something that has been kind of bubbling under the surface for a while. So just so that you see what I see, I have the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles, as well as the Four of Swords. I also have the Nine of Swords and the Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Wheel. So I'm getting that there was a lot of, there was a way that you kind of felt this could have been a job loss. This could have been something to do with your career or a collaboration that didn't go the way you wanted to. This is also emotional overdraft. I just heard. Oof. Emotional overdraft. Cancer. I want to give you a hug right now. There is a lot of healing taking place. And I think that this is, it might, so pulling away. Spirit, can you please clarify this for me? A lot of pentacle energy. Yeah, I feel like this was related to a job. You could have put your faith, I'm hearing put your faith in the wrong people. Cancer, you put your faith in the wrong people. And that really, it left you, I think that this is how it broke your heart, how it left you feeling betrayed, because there's no Three of Swords here yet. Holy, okay, so yeah, this broke your heart, Cancer. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put this here. But right under that was the Star. Okay. I think that, yeah, and then the Four of Swords. So there is a ton of healing taking place. But what I think ended up happening was there was a way that people really let you down. And I don't think this was insignificant. Like, I think that this had to do with, like, I'm hearing workplace gossip, drama, that kind of thing, where people said one thing and did another. Yeah, the reason why I think of that is because of the Queen of Pentacles here going in one direction, Knight of Cups going in the other, and then bam, heartbreak. So it's almost like it could have been that it felt like you were going in two different directions as well. It could have been a creative project that came to an end, and you were just going you're going your separate ways. And that really, it hurt you a fair bit. It left you feeling a little bit less eager to trust, right? So the reason why I think that the journey for you through this new moon, this call to adventure, is sort of a call to let go and to trust. A call to let go and to trust despite the fact that you may not want to, that you may feel like there's not much there to trust, right? That you can't trust people or offers or things like that. Like you have to, I'm getting this image of almost like a page of swords where you have to know and do your digging first, before you can trust people again, which is fine, but that's also a form of lack, right? It's a form of lack. Ace of Wands, but I think that there's someone that will be kind of shifting this for you. Yeah, maybe multiple people coming in. Yeah, you have options. You will have options, and it could be with people, job offers, and whatnot. But I think it's all reminding you of what you learned while you were kind of in recovery mode from this little bit of this like negative situation. The swords energy, I'm feeling like there was something that you had to cut out. There was something that you had to cut out, and that could be work related. It could be personally. It could be communication among family. It could be friends, that kind of thing. Yeah, there's something that you had to really let go of. And there's a sense of balance that you're regaining from seeing these offers. Sometimes when we see offers come in like this, it kind of reminds you of who you are, right? When offers come in, it's sort of why, like, when people talk about being in love with love, right? What comes to mind is when folks can often stay in that place because they just don't have the self-esteem or haven't done the work on building themselves up in a way that helps them stay grounded. So it's almost like they need the offers to remind them of what's in them. Which is not the greatest energy to get into, but I think that you've done the work. Like, you've done the work, and I think that yeah, you've put in the time. You've put in the time. Four of Swords and Four of Swords. You've put in enough time, and I think the inspiration is the thing that's kind of going to move you forward and get you connected to your heart space again, is understanding that the offers coming in are a reflection of the work that you've done and the healing that you've done. And so when you begin anew, like this starting anew, this starting fresh, is really a process of letting go. And I think that because you've done the work, this to me is like, this is shadow work in a way, because it's the balance and the alchemy card. Temperance in the minor arcana, the reflection of it there can be, Two of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Page of Cups, Six of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups, right? So all of those are very emotionally attuned and healed energy, because they're all offerings, right? So this is sort of the inner work that allows you that begets offerings. I'm hearing. Spirit, can I get some clarification here on the this last part here, this journey that my wonderful Cancerians are kind of sifting through? I'm getting this, like, you're going to need to trust yourself more. And I think that's what you're going to need to kind of work on integrating. Yeah, because there is, you need to trust your ability and your insight. You need to trust that you know what's best for you. You need to trust that you know what's best for you. It's not about confidence that this really knocked. I think that whatever this was made you doubt that what you wanted was actually what you wanted. So I'm hearing that this is really just a call for you to reconnect to what makes you happy and what you want. Yeah, which is kind of the journey you're going on, I think. Tower, Hanged Man, Two of Cups. Wow. Nine of Cups. Okay. So, and just so, just as a point of note, this integration here, I think, so the Temperance, like I said, it can be a Two of Cups, which just came out, and it can also be Nine of Cups. It was Six of Cups that I said. So we have the Two of Cups here, which I think is sort of representing even exchanges. And I think that you might see these patterns with other people show up again, but you're going to recognize them for the Five of Swords that they are, as opposed to being led in and assuming it's a Three of Pentacles that's just a general collaboration or something that's going to be turning out great, or, and not just great as in like, I'm going to be green about it. It's that you're seeing that it's not a Three of Pentacles and that it's actually a Five of Swords, because you've been in the Five of Pentacles and gone through the Temperance energy of healing it, and then, or integrating it after doing the Four of Swords, real healing of this thought process and pattern that drew it in. So that's where I'm getting it. And the Tower, I think, is the Tower is Scorpio energy. And that is the Tower to me is more about a shift in what, not settling for less than what you deserve. And I think that that's going to surprise people around you. But I think that just stick to it. Stick to it. I think that people are going to leave you doubting yourself. This is where sometimes people can say things and do things that pull us into our shadow Neptune energy of like illusion and, uncertainty, because we're not trusting our intuition, because we're not trusting our path. And it can kind of push us towards these escapist behaviors. But I think if you stand firm and say, no, this is what I'm offering, and I know that that's all that I can offer. And it's not all that you can offer, because it's not like you don't want to give more. It's just that you don't have to give more. And you recognize that, right? And people may try to convince you that you're holding back, but you know that you're just manifesting your happiness, right? You know that you're just manifesting your happiness and your joy. So resist the urge to kind of get sucked into what other people might think or say about the way that you're starting these new projects. Like the way that, and this is to me like a way of being. This is a way of doing work. And that's sort of the new beginning for you. That's the call to adventure, is that this is the way that you're doing things now. And, I think it's a sense of you're able to emotional exactitude that you're able to put into what you're working on now, which is really, I think that that's good energy to move forward in. And again, the wheel is Jupiter. So to me, in very simple terms, I think of Jupiter as expansive, and it's also related to ninth house energy with Sagittarius. So this could be just sort of an expansion on the way that you're, seeing opportunities that lay before you. And I think that understanding that this Five of Swords is what people will try to convince you of when you're turned towards your happiness, trusting yourself, is about understanding what it is that other people will try to convince you to not trust about yourself and your journey. And that's going to be the Tower, I think, because I think that this is going to lead to a touch of that feeling of like, I just want to go hide, like the Hanged Man. I just want to go run and escape. Because you see, right? You see that the Three of Swords is not that far away. But don't let that deter you, because there's so much that you can offer and that others want to offer you, this Two of Cups. Right. And you go from the Nine of Swords to understanding and stepping into your creative power, which is the Magician, right? And then the Nine of Cups, which is that sense of fulfillment and that sense of command over, and command not as in control, but command as in charge, right? Like you're standing in that sense of power and moving forward from there. So Spirit, can you just clarify through the Hero's Journey Dream Oracle for my wonderful Cancerians for this Aries New Moon, please, and thank you so much. Whoa. That was like 6 different cards. What we're going to do, though, is take the first one. A splendid torch, blaze brightly. Both? Okay. A splendid torch, blaze brightly, which is great energy. I think this is also a call to perhaps do some work with the sacral chakra to understand your receptivity to pleasure after pain. And pleasure just being, meaning 5th house energy and being in that sense of joy. Because it's really hard to have fun when you go through these things and you're carrying stuff with you, or you're moving through lessons that have been really tough. And I think that this is something that is a little bit more of a sort of a big lesson. This was a big one for you. So the unknown is your friend. Lean in to embrace what's next. I think that's a great, I feel like that's might just title this whole reading. Lean into what's next. The unknown is your friend, right? So don't doubt yourself. Trust. Have a little more trust in yourself. Stop and take in the view. Take stock of the treasures you've earned. It could be that this is really Three of Wands energy that you're standing in during this new moon period, and you're just, understanding what's most important. And I think this reflection is really going to help you, right? And I almost see this as being your journey a little bit too, right? Like you're going through here. So this was where you kind of started in this place of like healing. And then you really are in this place of, I'm going through the cave and I'm moving through the pain. And then you're sort of looking through at the place you've been, and then you're finally out. And this is taking in the view of it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So that's really beautiful, Cancer. Yours was a very intense new moon, so do take care of yourself. You may have Aries placements that kind of activate this new moon in a particular way for you. So take the utmost care with your beautiful self and your precious heart, and just know that I am rooting for you. This is a lot of stuff that you've been dealing with. So, Cancer. If you like this reading and it resonates, like and subscribe so that I can keep doing what I love to do. And if you so desire, there are other ways to connect with me throughout the month and throughout the weeks, including daily readings and creative energy forecasts and more. So please feel free to do that, and I will see you on the next reading. Thanks so much.